Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know. To avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose, you are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Learn continually. There's always one more thing to learn. You have to be burning with an idea, or a problem, or a wrong that you want to right. If you're not passionate enough from the start, you'll never stick it out. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. But it's worth it in the end, because once you get there, you can move mountains. If you live each day as it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. Never let go of your appetite to go after new ideas, new experiences, and new adventures. Sometimes life's going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. Death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. To go forward, you have to leave something behind. My job is not to be easy on people. My job is to take these great people we have and to push them and make them even better. It doesn't make sense to hire smart people and then tell them what to do. We hire smart people so they can tell us what to do. Pixar is seen by a lot of folks as an overnight success. But if you really look closely, most overnight successes took a long time. Creation is messy. You want genius, you get madness. Two sides of the same coin. If you keep your eye on the profit, you're going to skimp on the product. But if you focus on making really great products, then the profits will follow. I was worth about over $1 million when I was 23, and over $10 million when I was 24, and over $100 million when I was 25. And it wasn't that important, because I never did it for the money. If you want to live your life in a creative way, as an artist, you have to not look back too much. You have to be willing to take whatever you've done and whoever you were and throw them away. Quality is more important than quantity. One home run is much better than two doubles. If you want to hire great people and have them stay working for you, you have to be run by ideas, not hierarchy. The best ideas have to win. Otherwise, good people don't stay. Ideas are worth nothing unless executed. Creativity is just connecting things. When you ask creative people how they did something, they feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it, they just saw something. It seemed obvious to them after a while. It's really hard to design products by focus groups. A lot of times, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. Great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. Eat your food as your medicine. Otherwise, you have to eat medicine as your food. The ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. If you are working on something that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. Management is about persuading people to do things they do not want to do, while leadership is about inspiring people to do things they never thought they could. God gave us the senses to let us feel the love in everyone's heart, not the illusions brought about by wealth. People judge you by your performance, so focus on the outcome. Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. It's really clear that the most precious resource we all have is time. I think money is a wonderful thing because it enables you to do things. It enables you to invest in ideas that don't have a short-term payback. You can't look at the competition and say you're going to do it better. You have to look at the competition and say you're going to do it differently. We believe people with passion can change the world for the better. Let's go invent tomorrow. Instead of worrying about what happened yesterday,